competition working with the confidence, enthusiastic fans and top-tier clubs. Our top 24 teams will clash, highlighting the best players from Asia and the world. Built on the foundations of past heroes, a new beginning as a road, uniting Asia's football powerhouses, 24 of the elite teams from two regions, battle for supremacy. AFC Champions League Elite. Now let us turn our attention to the AFC Champions League 2. This battle offers a proven stage.
너네는 저쪽 스트레처 위에 패딩 올려놔. 이게 저 민준이랑 같이 하는 민준이.
얘들아 조금 빨리.
자 준비하자. 아까.
This is the AFC Champions League 2. On the way to the top, rivalries are born. New heroes emerge, paving the way to glory. 32 clubs gathered from across Asia. AFC Champions League 2. And now we introduce the AFC Challenge League. This platform serves as the launchpad for budding stars to shine on the continental top stage. Witness the passion, the grit, and the raw talent of 20 aspiring teams representing the vibrant tapestry of Asian football. The challenge league was not just about winning, it's about fostering opponents and a spirit of growth that will benefit the entire Asian footballing ecosystem for years to come. This is the AFC Challenge League. For the believers, for those that dream. The opportunity taken, where talent develops and fortune favors the brave. AFC Challenge League. The future of Asia's club football shines brightly with the all-new AFC Women's Champions League. For the first time ever, Asia's top 12 women's clubs will converge to showcase their talent and compete for ultimate glory. This is more than just a competition. It is a powerful symbol of innovation and inclusivity, inspiring a generation of female athletes to chase their dreams and write their own stories on the pitch. This is the AFC Women's Champions League.
Breaking new ground for women's club football in Asia. 12 of the best teams, chasing greatness, inspiring generations in a fierce and tested competition to crown the best in Asia. AFC Women's Champions League.
이쪽에 가와사키 앞에 스포트 앞에 롯데 옆에 약간 물 고여 있는 데 있잖아. 젖어 있는 데. 얼었고. 마지막. 살짝 얼었고. 인지는 해주셔야 돼. 이동하러 그냥 살짝 걷는데도 미끄러지던데 일단 우리 선수들한테는 고지는 항상 상황이거든.
A very warm welcome to the Steelyard in Pohang for match day 7 of the AFC Champions League Elite. We're in the Eastern Group for Pohang Steelers against Kawasaki Frontale. An important game between two teams who are well on course to qualify for the next stage. As we see, it is 5th against 4th today, 3 points separating the teams. And Kawasaki, the visitors, coming here knowing that a win would absolutely guarantee them progression to the next stage. Depends on other results. A draw might be enough for one or both of these teams to get through, but they'll want to keep matters in their own hands, of course, here in Pohang. The home team coming into this game with a record of 3 wins and 3 losses as we prepare for a fixture under a full moon, dramatic setting. And Pohang, as I say, 3 wins and 3 losses, and pretty straight split between how those have been achieved. 3 home wins, 3 away losses. So the home side tonight will be hoping that that sequence continues to give them 3 more points. And we see the Pohang players in the tunnel, ready to come out. They have 1 new signing today in the lineup, Brazilian forward Juninho. And this is a return to action for both these teams. They've had the end of season break over the last couple of months, so there might be a little bit of rust today for both of them as they return to competitive action. Their domestic leagues both begin this weekend in Korea and Japan, respectively. For Pohang, it's their first competitive game since the 3rd of December, so more than 2 months ago, when they beat Vissel Kobe in the last AFC Champions League meeting. Kawasaki as well, making their return to the serious action, having last played in the J-League, the final game of the Japanese domestic season on the 8th of December. They finished the season in really good form. It wasn't a great campaign overall, though. They only finished 8th in their league. And as a result of that, there was a change of manager with Toru Oniki leaving. And so we have a managerial debut today for the visitors, with Shigetoshi Hasebe taking charge for the first time. We've got a fair few Brazilians in action today, especially for the home team. Pohang with a quartet of Brazilians in their starting lineup, including the new man Juninho. This is Steelyard, the home of Pohang Steelers. 5th in the group at the moment, just behind 4th place Kawasaki. 3 points separating the teams. And we'll be underway very shortly as the AFC Champions League Elite, the new look competition. And a pair of teams who absolutely expect, with 2 match days to go, that they will be progressing into the knockout stages. And they can assure that with a win today. Players being led out by our referee, Mohamed Nazmi Nazaruddin of Malaysia. And we'll be underway very shortly. Pohang against Kawasaki. is a chilly evening in Pohang, as you can see. Both sets of players keeping themselves warm with the tracksuit tops on before we get underway here. Plenty of enthusiasm in the stands. This game being played on the east coast of the Korean Republic. It's the first time they've gone head-to-head since 2009. So renewing acquaintances after 16 years apart. As we take a look at the Pohang lineup, there are plenty of changes from the last team that was successful in their previous game, beating Vissel Kobe. And that includes the debutant Juninho, a return for the captain Wonderson, Kim Yong-woo, and Jonathan Aspropotamitis also recalled to the starting lineup for the home team today. The man with the whistle is Mohamed Nazmi Nasaruddin. He'll be assisted in the VAR booth if necessary by Mohamed Taki of Singapore. Two captains for the home team: Wonderson, the veteran Brazilian, the Kawasaki Yasuto. As we take a look at the full lineup for Kawasaki, which is very much changed from their last game, a 3-1, a 4-0, excuse me, win over Shandong. The only players staying in the starting lineup from that game are Yuki Marcinho in midfield, Maruyama and Sota in defence. They feature a couple of new signings: French-Japanese goalkeeper Luis Yamaguchi, and in midfield there's a debut as well for Tatsuya Ito. There's the new man for Pohang, Juninho, who's been signed from a second-tier Korean team, Chungnam. Had a very good season with 12 goals. Now stepping up a level and thrown straight into the highest level of Asian football, the AFC Champions League Elite. Quite a way for Juninho to make his debut. Marcinho, the Brazilian forward for Kawasaki, has been going well in this campaign with a couple of goals. Neither team has a particularly prolific scorer. They've both scored 11 goals in their 6 games so far, and they've been pretty well spread across the squad. The main statistical achievement so far has been from Kawasaki. And we see their new coach there, Chigutoshi Hasebe. The Japanese team conceding only 4 goals in their first 6 games. And that makes them the best defensive team in the competition. And so we are underway at the Steel Yard. Pohang in the red and black. The home team looking to mount the first attack. Sota, sent long by Maruyama. Back to Hwang In-jae. A lot of these Pohang players playing for their places. Park Tae-ha, the coach, has spread the playing time pretty evenly so far across his squad. 5 changes to the starting lineup today. Even more so for Kawasaki, the new coach, really having a look at what's available to him. The 7 changes from the side last time out. Here is Park Tae-ha, coach of Pohang in his 3rd year with the club. Run from Tatsuya, and now it's for Marcinho. Tried a perhaps too clever pass there to Yuki Yamamoto. But a good initial burst from Tatsuya Ito, the new signing, cutting in from the right wing. There is Shigetoshi Hasebe, new coach of Kawasaki Frontale, having spent the last 5 years with Ahimsa Fukuoka in Japan. Did a great job there. He was named the Japanese Coach of the Year in 2023. So now an opportunity for him to take Kawasaki forward. Australian central defender Jonathan Aspropotamitis. Looks like he will be getting plenty of possession. They're building patiently from the back. Worked up to Jorge Luis. Now spread over for Juninho. Will he be able to get there, the new signing? I think he had the last touch there and will be out for a goal kick. Juninho lining up on the right wing, but he will have plenty of opportunity to attack the penalty area as well, the 27-year-old. Park Tae-ha will be hoping to improve on last season's campaign for Pohang. They got through to the knockout stages, but were eliminated at the first hurdle in the round of 16. Looking to go a bit deeper this time around. First goal kick for Louis Yamaguchi, the new signing for Kawasaki in goal. Yon Ming Wang stepping in. Now Tae-suk back, launching it. Falls loose. And now spread to Juninho. Stepping inside the challenge of Sota. Ball up towards Jorge Luis. Tries to tee it up on the edge of the area for Hong Yun-sang, but whistle blown now. Offside spotted. First game in charge then for Shigetoshi Hasebe. Did have a very brief spell as a player with Kawasaki Frontale. Just the one season back in 1997, so returning to vaguely familiar surroundings as he takes over now as manager. His team just settling into this game still. A couple of early touches. Ball at his feet for the goalkeeper just to settle him in with the new club. It's a nice turn by Sasaki. Looks for the run of Shin Yamada. Shin now trying to keep it in, but he had the last touch, so out for a throw-in. 24-year-old, only starting for the 2nd time in this campaign. 1 goal and 1 assist for him so far, mostly used off the bench. Again, the intent of Pohang to play out from the back is clear. Plenty of touches for the goalkeeper in Jay. The 2 central defenders, Ming Wang and Aspropotamitis on the ball here, the Australian. Taesok. Kim Yong-woo in midfield. Bong Yun-sang seems to have a similar kind of role to Juninho on the other side. He'll start on the left and move inside, with Juninho doing the same from the right. Again, that patient approach. Bouncing ball, though, forcing NJ to the hasty clearance. Marcinho trying to combine with Sota. But Juninho, that'll please his coach early on, racing back to help out defensively. Primarily signed for his attacking ability, but showing good tenacity here and winning the free kick. Clear tug on the shirt by Sota. Of how things stand in the group. Pohang, the home team, with 9 points in 5th place. Kawasaki with 12 points in 4th place. There's a 3-way tie at the top. Yokohama, Gwangju and Vissel Kobe all with 13 points. So Kawasaki could feasibly find themselves top of the group by the end of this match day with a win. On the back foot now, though, as Pohang get forward. Is that going to be the game's first corner? It is. Wonderson, the skipper, making good progress down the left, forcing the challenge from Sasaki. "35 years old now, Wonderson. His 4th year with Pohang. Corner to be delivered, an outswinger. A goal kick came off Obadan, one of the Brazilians. Yamaguchi going long this time. Really been able to involve the forwards, Shin or Yasuto. Kawasaki so far mostly been on the back foot. Pohang with the stronger start. It's a slightly risky ball across the field, and it's going to result in the first yellow card of the game. Obadan with the challenge, but he wasn't really helped out at all by the pass from his teammate Chong-won. Control, and then certainly the dangerous challenge on Tatsuya Ito. So the yellow card for Obadan, first of the game. Ball into the area, easily gathered by Injay, 30-year-old. Been first choice for 3 years now for Pohang. Injay, the goalkeeper. The club since 2020, but initially couldn't establish himself and he left. Some time with Cheon Sang-moo, firmly established as number 1. A couple of bright moments from Ito, the new signing. This now Kim Yong-woo. To be the main playmaker in midfield. certainly dominated the possession. Yongwoo again. Very cool head on the ball. Experience at the age of 31. Now Wonderson, the captain, able to escape the first challenge and the second. Great run from Wonderson. Ross was just a little behind Jong-won. Now there's a break. Speeding away is Marcinho. From one Brazilian left winger to the other. Sota now. Under hit pass though by Marcinho. And Juninho again doing well defensively. Up now towards Jorge. Tidied up again by Yongwoo. Kawasaki just not been able to sustain any possession so far. That was a promising break. Probably the best position they've been in so far. Marcinho went down the left, but pass from him didn't really give Sota much chance. Obadan. Pohang. One now by Ito. Yuki with a little bit of space in midfield. Don't see much of Yuki Yamamoto so far. It's a nice pass for Ito. Davidson teases in the cross that was looking for Shin. Didn't quite get the angle right. An easy gather for Hwang Yin-jae, but a little bit better for Hasebe's men in the last couple of minutes. Starting to pose some kind of attacking threat. Certainly they'll be encouraged by what they've seen from Ito. New arrival from the German team, Magdeburg. He spent pretty much his whole career in Germany. So now returning to his native Japan, Tatsuya Ito. Bright so far. Maruyama moves it forward. Brought down. Marcinho, and now it's Ito racing into the area, broken up by Obadan. The loose pass from him. He's got to be careful with his challenges. He's on a yellow card and he's a little bit tentative. Allows Kawasaki to come forward again. Ito, nice pass, and it's behind for a corner after Yasuto tried to cut it back. The skipper was there. Pressure being exerted on Park Tae-ha's team for the first time. Again, Ito, a nice contribution, that clever pass into the run of Yasuto. The new manager liked what he saw. The first corner, which will be taken by the left foot of Sota Miura. The in-swinging delivery. Maruyama among those in the middle. Met though by Yongwoo. Sota for another ball in. It's overhit. But as we reach the 15-minute mark in the steel yard in Pohang, there are signs that Kawasaki is starting to take over a little bit. No clear chances at either end yet. Kawasaki, who in the last 3 or 4 minutes have got the ball into some dangerous positions. Wang will go long. A fruitless chase for Jorge Luis, but he stuck to his task well. A throw in for his team. Brazilian in his second year with Pohang. goals to his name in this campaign so far. A starter up front. So Pohang just looking to reassert themselves now after being back in the last few minutes. Combination here between the two central midfielders, Obadan and Yongwoo, and now long for the run of Juninho. Across comes Maruyama. Not a great ball though, and there's still danger. Jorge Luis cuts it back, but a deflection of Tachi Banada. So Shun, given the benefit of the doubt that he cushioned that back to his goalkeeper. Not very well dealt with by Maruyama, was it, the initial clearance? And it really did need that defensive touch from Tachi Banada. A couple of players running onto that cutback. Here's Pohang again, Yongwoo. For Wanderson. Broken up in the space on the break for Ito. He's only got Shin ahead of him. Goes square inside for Yuki. Pohang getting numbers back now as possession continues. Marcinho to Sota. Bernardo happy just to keep possession. Sasaki now. For Ito. Back for Sasaki. Foul. The referee says no, just a collision. Thumped away by Taesok. Marcinho wins it back. Possession again. The pitch is very hard with the cold weather. It's unavoidable. The ball is bouncing on. It goes airborne. As it does here. It's brought down well by Marcinho. Across goal and very nearly turned in by Shin Yamada. Biggest moment of threat we've seen so far. Good ball over the top that Marcinho was able to bring down. Lovely nutmeg to get away from Chongwon. Brilliant skill there. And the cross was good as well, and Shin Yamada couldn't quite force it goalwards. It just came at an awkward height to him. Around his waist. Trying to improvise a finish. First time, really, though, we've seen the one-on-one skill of Marcinho. Nutmeg to get away from his man. Kawasaki will be pretty happy with the way the game's gone so far. They'll be even happier if they can make something of this attack. That's a good challenge from Yongwoo. Saying Kawasaki, they had to, or maybe chose to, see Pohang enjoy all the early possession, really. The first 10 minutes, it was the home team who had nearly all of the ball, but they weren't able to do anything with it, really. Kawasaki stayed well organised defensively. Now in the last 10 minutes, it's visitors started to show their teeth a little as an attacking force, so you would think Shigatoshi Hasebe there will be pretty pleased as we reach the 20-minute mark. But here's Juninho looking for Jorge Luis. It just sends him a little wide. Goes down by Sasaki, he can get it back to Wanderson. Jorge again. Obadan. Wanderson. Obadan. Wu helps it on. Step Marcinho. Pohang will have to begin again on the halfway line. Ming Wang. Chongwon. Back for In Jae. Again, we saw there, though, the good defensive work of Kawasaki. I mentioned they do have the best defensive record in this Eastern region group. Only 4 goals conceded in their first 6 games. And there was just a glimmer for Pohang as Juninho broke, but then they were quickly back in numbers and the space was closed up. There's Juninho again. Jay for Jongwon. Juninho on the run, challenged from behind and no foul. Juninho winning it but then giving it straight away to Wanderson. Taesok. Nobudan tries to feed it inside. By Young Sang, youngster of the team. Hong Young Sang, only 22 years old, has been a regular starter. This is his 5th start of the competition. Anderson, nice bit of skill. For Taesok. Nobudan. Not able to find space though, are they? Forced back. Again, they had the ball approaching the final third there, Pohang, but excellent defensive organisation of Kawasaki, not allowing them through. In the end, Jongwon has to go all the way back to his keeper. Out towards Jorge. Can't control. Sota. Good progress down the left. Click forward, looking for Shin. Header away by Ming Wang. Kawasaki quickly getting it back, though, and Tachibanada. Maruyama. Give it to the goalkeeper, Louis Yamaguchi, who hasn't really had to do anything with his hands yet. The new goalkeeper for the visitors has really just been able to settle himself into the game with a few touches with his feet, playing it out. No saves to make yet. A sloppy control, though, by Yuki. Pohang will start another phase of possession. Stats showing possession of 65% so far in Pohang's favour. Threaten much. They might now with Jongwon finding Juninho. Find a decent delivery. Can get past his man. It's good defending by Sota Miura. Juninho frustrated, felt... Well, what did he feel? Is he asking for a free kick here or a corner kick? A hand on the chest, a little tug of the shirt as well. Certainly Juninho had the last touch. Yeah, that's what he's asking for, the free kick. Strong defending by Sota, though. Just his 2nd season, Sota Miura with Kawasaki. A full Japan international at the age of 24. Propopotamis is penalised here, and there's a yellow card as well. It's probably what the rueful smile is for. I don't think he would have doubted the foul, but booked as well, so that's the second Pohang player in the notebook of the referee. Nasaruddin. Obadan first, now he's brought with the Tamitis as well. Kawasaki starting to change those possession stats with a nice break here for Sasaki. There's the throw. To Takai, now Maruyama. Yuki Yamamoto. For Sota. Falls fortuitously for Marcinho. Possibly the longest spell of possession that Kawasaki have had so far. That's a nice ball inside from Sota to Yasuto, but he gives it away. Now Wanderson will try to break for the home team. Roaming over to the right to link up with Juninho. Deflected cross, but dealt with by Maruyama. Then by Yuki to find a bit of space for Ito. The game just opening up a little. Becoming a bit stretched for the first time. Here's Yasuto. Ito. Two in the middle waiting for a cross. Goes short instead for Sasaki. They find a delivery now into the area. It's Tachibanada. Takai. Tachibanada. Yuki. Maruyama. Most dominant spell for Kawasaki so far. Yasuto. Yuki. Shin. Marcinho. And it's Sota. Spinning and turning. In the end, though, more good defensive work there by Juninho. Again, endearing himself to his new fans with his work rate. Sticking to the task there and having a good tussle, those two. Down this near side as we look, Juninho, the new signing for Pohang, up against Sota, the left back for Kawasaki. One was about even so far. For Tamitis, for MJ, closed down by Shin. It was well done by the visiting forward just to force the hurried clearance. Now bouncing through for Jorge, looking for Juninho. It's that tussle again between him and Sota. Good help coming from Yuki as well, who concedes the throw. We reach the half-hour mark at the Steel Yard, still goalless and no clear chances for either team yet. Both starting to look a little more threatening, though. This long throw, headed away by Maruyama. Falls for Marcinho to bend the pass forward, but it's cut out well. And strong play by Chongwon. Holding off a couple of challenges to keep it for Pohang. Now Wanderson looking to burst through, and that's certainly a foul. It's going to be a yellow card as well. Tachibanada, I think it was, who just got his arm across Wanderson. No complaint about the decision from Kento Tachibanada. Absolutely premeditated, knew what he was doing there, stopping Wanderson's run. So he becomes the first Kawasaki player in the book. set piece for Pohang. Haven't really had many of these. They've had the one corner so far. And now this delivery, it's rather flat, the angle, not much to work with. Kim Yong-woo will send it in, and he's found space at the far post, headed back across goal by Ming Wang, but free kick is being given. So nothing comes of that. And that's why he was able to get into so much space, Ming Wang, because he got a bit of a block, basketball style really, from Aspropotomitis. Setting a screen for his teammate to run onto, but Shin rightly given the free kick. So still the debutant goalkeeper for Kawasaki, Louis Yamaguchi, not being forced into any serious work. There's Wanderson getting it back, giving it away, dispossessed by Ito, who was fouled and did really well there. One possession for his team. Tried to be positive straight away, drawing the foul. Maruyama. On by Suto, but to no one in particular. Plenty of experience on the bench for the visiting team today. They've left a lot of the regular starters out. The Brazilians, Erison and Patrick Verron among those. Risky pass there, but Takai can step in, now away by Maruyama. Takai with the header this time, but it falls to Wanderson. Obadan. Chong-won. Shots statistic on the screen tells the story of the game so far, really. None for either team. Mostly a midfield stalemate. Ito here, one of the players who's most likely to change that. Some promising darts down the right. The decisions not going the way Kawasaki wanted. Firstly, they felt they should have been given a free kick here for the challenge on Ito. That wasn't forthcoming. And then, as Obadan went down, he did get the foul. Challenge from Shin. Pohang fans still in good voice. Many of them too young to remember the last time their team were continental champions back in 2009, nearly 16 years ago. The last of Pohang's 3 Asian titles. So went it back to back in 1997 and 98. Here's a good ball spread by Yuki for Marcinho. One-on-one, steps inside, Marcinho goes for the curler and sends it the wrong side of the post, and that shots statistic changes now, the first of the game. Marcinho, frustrated that he didn't get enough curl on it. It was a good ball to find him in space. He was able to run at Chong-won, steps inside, I think just enough was done here by Ming Wang. The second defender just closed him down, forced him to shoot wider than he wanted. Marcinho looking for his third goal of the competition. There's a good interception from Obadan. Too much ahead of him. Finds Wanderson. Away by Takai. And Sasaki. It's up to Shin. Laid off nicely for Yasuto. For Shin again, but stepping in is Taisok. Sota looking for Marcinho. John Won breaking it up. Let's have it back. There's a bit of space for Yuki. Pohang settling back, defending their own half. It's a good ball up though to Shin now, spread wide. Ito, the cross comes in, and there's the opening goal, and it is Shin Yamada with the powerful header. And Kawasaki have got the goal which could send them through to the knockout stages. They take the lead. Shin's second of this campaign, and it was really well worked as they found space down the right. The good cross met by the powerful header. Nice touch here from Tachi Banada. Shin then it was who laid it out to the debutant Tatsuya Ito. Excellent cross. And Shin was there running onto it. So an assist for Ito on his debut. Perfect cross. Right onto the head of Shin. And it was past the goalkeeper before really he could move. So Kawasaki Frontale with the lead. The first goal of the managerial reign of Shigetoshi Hasebe. Enjoyed it very much. And now they will just look to play out the remaining few minutes of this first half. Hasebe delighted, but just calming it down now. 6 minutes before the break. To make sure they head into that with the lead. It's goals in consecutive games now for Shin. Scored in the 4-0 victory over Shandong last time out, which was his first ever goal in the Asian Champions League, and he's followed it up with another today. Now, here is Sota. Inside for Marcinho, his lay off is cut out. Free kick now after Jorge Luis stepped in for Pohang. As I was saying, Shin, the goals in consecutive games. He actually got the last goal in added time of that 4-0 win. So 2 goals in 40 minutes of playing time for him, having never previously scored in the competition. Drought turning into a flood for the young striker. Shin Yamada, 24 years of age. He's been in and out of the starting 11. Free kick given against him here. Really hope to build on his current form. He's so coming off his first ever hat-trick for Kawasaki Frontale. It came in the penultimate domestic league game of the season, but crazy 5-4 win against Tokyo Verdy. 3 there. The opener here. Kawasaki looking full of confidence now. They're the team very much on the front foot. Senior couldn't pick out a teammate on that occasion. Shin now then with 5 goals in his last 3.5 games in all competitions. Finished last season strong. Starting this season a similar way. Here's Jorge Luis. It's away from him. Can't say the same of him, unfortunately. Only 1 goal in his last 12. The striker for Pohang would love an opportunity like the one that Shin converted. Free header from 6 yards out. That would give him some confidence. There's a layoff by Yun Sang to no avail, and it is Shin once more. Scorer. Holding it up, waiting for the challenge. And he was inadvertently trodden on by Aspropotamidis. Or was it inadvertent? The referee might be taking action here, and he's been booked already. This could be disastrous for Pohang. Aspropotamidis having already been booked. Now, what happened here? Well, he did push out his knee. And the referee has ordered him off. He's been booked earlier in the half, a decision he didn't agree with. And now he's reduced his team to 10 men just before the break. Aspropotamidis, well, it was foolish really when he was on a yellow card. It wasn't this challenge, it was here, there, that right knee into the stomach when the ball had gone. And there's the referee, Nasaruddin, producing that second yellow card. And Pohang down to 10 men. And for an experienced player, 28 years old, it was immature really of Jonathan Aspropotamidis. A rueful look from his coach. And a bit of a petulant action really when the ball had gone. The challenge was over really. It was just a run-of-the-mill foul initially as Shin held him up, held the ball up, looking to hold him off. Tussle, full possession, nothing wrong with that, but it was that extra flick out with his right knee into the midriff of the opponent. Maybe Shin has made the most of it, but there shouldn't have been anything to make anything of. And the Aussie still muttering away, but he will play no further part. So what a terrible end to the first half of Pohang. They fall behind, and then they fall behind in numbers as well. We'll move into 2 minutes of added time. We'd imagine that Teha might just leave it until the break before he makes any changes. A bit of time then to think about how he wants to reorganise. Who will step into the back line, whether it's a substitute or one of the players out there. I imagine Kim Yong-woo would step back into defence for now, the midfielder. They'll be happy to just play for time, both teams really, get into the changing rooms and reorganise. It's actually Obadan who's gone back into defence, the other central midfielder. Brazilian who's also on a yellow card, so you better be careful. Plays Sok. Okay. Sang trying to make something of it with Wanderson. I think the captain will have to have a big role in the attempted comeback for Pohang in the second half. Zobadan in that new defensive position. We'll see whether that lasts into the second half, whether there's a change. But now there's space on the break for Yasuto. Light in numbers, of course, Pohang. As Juninho just took a shove there from Sota, and a real collision with the bench of Kawasaki. Let's hope this is nothing serious. And Sota, I think, could be in a bit of trouble himself here, because he did seem to push Juninho. Here it is. Oh, it was an awkward one on the... as he got to the hard running track. That was unnecessary from Sota. And a horrible slide for Juninho. Let's hope there's no serious injury. Absolutely no blame attached to Juninho. He was the one who was pushed and then was trying to keep his balance. Fortunately, he's okay. And that will take us surely to the end of the half. We've had a minute added to the 2 that were initially shown. Kawasaki with comfortable possession, and they'll just look to keep it that way for the final few seconds of the first half, which does now end. So a very eventful final few minutes of the opening period, as firstly Kawasaki Frontale took the lead through Shin Yamada. Second goal in consecutive games, a fine header after an excellent cross from the debutant Tatsuya Ito, and then a red card for Jonathan Aspropotamitis. So Pohang conceding and having a man sent off. They face a massive task in the second half. Here at the Steel Yard at the break, it's Pohang 0, Kawasaki 1.
born. New heroes emerge, paving the way to glory. 32 clubs battle now from across Asia. AFC Champions League 2. And now we introduce the AFC Challenge League. This platform serves the launch pad for budding stars to shine on the continental club stage. Witness the passion, the grit, and the raw talent of 20 aspiring teams representing the vibrant tapestry of Asian football. The challenge team is not just about winning, it is about fostering development and a spirit of growth that will benefit the entire Asian football ecosystem for years to come.
친구야, 모자 받아와요. 대기실 가서 빨리 가서 받아와. 모자 안 쓰면 안 돼.
This is more than just a competition. It is an powerful symbol of innovation and inclusivity, inspiring generations of female athletes to chase their dreams and write their own stories on the pitch. This is the AFC Women's Champions League. Breaking news now. For women's club football in Asia, 12 of the best teams. Chasing the legends. Inspiring generations. In a fierce and tested competition. To crown the best in Asia. AFC Women's Champions League. This is
Welcome back for the second half of this AFC Champions League Elite Eastern Region game between Pohang and Kawasaki. The visitors 1-0 up at half-time. And we're going to see changes at the break. A couple of them from the home team, who were reduced to 10 men just before half-time, with Jonathan Aspropotamitis sent off. And now a pair of changes, with a new man in the forward line. And also one for the visitors in midfield. So to confirm those changes, coming off for Pohang, Hong Yung-sang and Jorge. They're replaced by Lee Dong-hee, who will probably go into the defence to replace Aspropotamitis. And then in the forward line, Jorge makes his way for Lee Ho-jai. There he is. He'll go up front, taking the place of Jorge, who didn't get much service in that first half. As for Kawasaki, their changes in midfield, where Kento Tachibanada has gone off, and it's So Kawahara who comes on. To, of course, front the game with just 10 men now, Pohang. Interesting to see how they go about that. What they won't want to do is chase the game too early and leave too much space for a second goal to be scored by Kawasaki, which would really kill things off. See here a first touch for the new central defender, Dong-hee. So he settles into the back line, the ball again. They'll sacrifice body up front. Perhaps expect the wingers, Wanderson and Juninho, just to play a little deeper. It's that balance that will be a tricky one for them to strike. Not wanting to be passive and just allow Kawasaki to be comfortable with their one-goal lead, but also wanting to make that extra man tail against them. Here is Wonderson, still in his position on the left wing. He's fouled there. Similarly for Kawasaki, they won't want to be complacent with their lead. They're in a great position to pick up 3 points, which would seal their progression to the knockout stages. But they won't want to just settle into a defensive mode. When they've got opportunities to come forward, they'll want to take them, as they are doing now, with Sota making a run. Falls loose to the sub, Kawahara. And now Marcinho. Overlapping run being made by Ito. Yuki, in fact, excuse me. Yamamoto unable to make anything of it, but applause from the coach, and just the way they went about that that passage of play suggests that Kawasaki are still going to be positive when they can. They have plenty forward there, by no means just saying, OK, we'll take 1-0 and defend the rest of the game. They'll know that if they get a second, victory will be pretty much in the bag against 10 men. They come again. Marcinho almost combining with Yasuto. It's picked up by Sasaki. Very positive start to the second half for the visitors. Tae-sok able to clear his lines, but it's quickly won back. Looks like they're playing with 3 extra men, not just the one at the moment. They're all over Pohang. Here's Sota. Nice cross, but just too close to the goalkeeper, taken by Inje. Another trip forward from Sota Miura. Likes to do that from his left-back position. Pohang looking not at all comfortable at the moment. Find their way back into this game. Remember, they've got a perfect home record so far. Played 3, won 3. Free scoring as well in the process. They beat Shanghai Port 3-0. Shandong Taishan 4-2. Isokobe 3-1, but under pressure again here. The long-range shot comes in from Shin, who's flying high on confidence. Mentioned he scored 5 goals in 4 games now in all competitions. Trying to double up here after getting the opener before half-time. Hit it with power, but not with accuracy. And closing down again, there's pressure on Pohang. Plenty of white shirts forward. They've worked it up to Juninho here, who's getting that tussle with Sota. Gets the better of him this time, but in steps Maruyama, not clearing it very far. And it's Tae-sok this time. Juninho, he'll pick it up again. On for Wonderson. Back for Tae-sok. Works into a shooting position maybe. Finds the pass instead for Yong-woo. Can't get a shot away. Comes out to Obadan. Yong-woo. Wonderson. Oh, it's a good tackle by Ito. Brilliantly done. What an encouraging debut he's having. New signing from Magdeburg in Germany. Created the goal with an excellent cross, and has been very bright, both going forward and defensively on that right flank for Kawasaki. Forces Wonderson back again here. Now Tae-sok. It's broken up by Kota Takai. And this is where Pohang might be vulnerable. Rapid transition to space for Kawasaki to come forward. Yasuto. And by the sub, Kawahara. Here's Ito again. All the time in the world for Kawahara. Sprinted out for Sasaki. Ito, look at the space he's got. That's towards the penalty area. Patient build-up. Takai. Muruyama. Sota. Now, Pohang are just standing off them, giving them easy possession, and that suits Kawasaki. Just keep the ball, keep it moving, tire out the opponents. Worked well here. Space for Sasaki, able to advance. Poor ball into the area, but not dealt with, and it's still not away after the initial shot came in from Kawahara. He had it blocked, it nearly fell for Yasuto. The captain couldn't get on the end of it, but likes what he's seeing, to Shigetoshi Hasebe, the new coach for Kawasaki. I'd have to say, at the moment, the most likely source of a second goal is for the visitors. It's a clear foul by Yongwoo. Totally dominant, the Japanese team. Again, they work it down the right with Ito. Suto inside for Takai. Muruyama. Kawahara exchanging passes. Sota again. Balance across the team, working the ball down both flanks. Switching play wherever they can find space. There's a good penetrative pass for Marcinho, who couldn't make as much of it as he should have done. I think he's just signalling that the pitch gave him a little bit of a bobble. It was a lovely pass from Kawahara. He was onside. Did it just kick up? I think it did. That last little bounce just went shin high as he tried to play it in, and it was a bad miss hit. And that's making excuses for him. But it shows how the second half is going. Pohang having to make another change already. That's An Jae-jun who will be coming on. The defender, normally, we'll see. But here they come on the attack. Marcinho and Sota getting it away, not very far. Tae-sok. Back to Dong-hee. Oberdan has to be careful. Closed down and does well to work himself into some space. It's Seong-won. Juninho. Oberdan making the run, but across comes Takai. So here is the change. And it will be back. Tae-sok will play no further part. It's a third change already for the 10 men of Pohang, with the entrance of An Jae-jun. Forward now, the home team, Oberdan. Jong-won. Could fall anywhere, it picked up by Wanderson now, lofted into the area, but above Ho Jae, who goes down, and it was rather belated. Not sure quite how much contact he took from the arm of the defender. He seemed to think about it and then go down. Trying to get a VAR review here for a penalty. See how much there is in this. There's the arm across the chest. We can see it didn't go down immediately. Didn't seem to be much in that. Maruyama saying to the referee, keep an eye on that. Don't let him try to trick you. The referee Nasruddin had that under control. There is no review, no penalty, rightly so. Nothing in that. A minor scare, though, for Kawasaki to have to contend with. The first time, I think, I've said the name of Ho-jae since he came on. The striker trying to win a penalty there. He had everything to play off. Now that falls kindly. And it's Jae-jun, the substitute, who's taking up a more advanced position than the man he came on for. He's being pushed forward down that left-hand side. And Anderson, the captain, has gone back to left back. Here's Marcinho. Kawahara. Sota. Given away. Tries to step in. It's Ho-jae. Lofted ball is a decent one. Into the stride of Chong-won. Now can he move inside? Juninho on the run. Runs straight into the defensive line. They're persisting, and it's Ho-jae looking again for Chong-won, and that'll be a corner. So better from Pohang. They need this kind of response, having really had the worst of the game for the last half an hour, really. Kawasaki with a better team towards the end of the first half, went in front, been dominant so far in the second, but response now from Pohang, who have a corner, and of course in positions like this, the fact that they're a man down doesn't matter at all. They need to take advantage of this. It's an even playing field now. Corner to be taken by the captain, Wanderson. It's a good delivery. It's only their second corner of the game. They want to make the most of these opportunities. The referee not liking what he's seeing from Ho-jae. Tried to win the penalty a few minutes ago. He got in the ref's bad books for that. 5 in the middle. What kind of delivery from Wanderson? Not a very good one. Needs to be better. Might have another chance. Here's Oberdad. Turns inside instead. And now Ho-jae. Well blocked by Muruyama. He's able to prevent the corner as well. Muruyama's been very solid at the back, the veteran. Half an hour remaining at the Steel Yard. Pohang looking to recover. Here's Juninho. Be another corner, so this is by far their best spell of the second half. Sustained pressure for the first time from Pohang. Want a better delivery this time from Wanderson. He's got 6 in the middle, needs to clear the first man. That is a much better ball. Needed the header from Takai behind for another corner, the third in quick succession. Takai ensuring it didn't reach the danger zone, but it comes in again, and again it was a good ball that wouldn't quite drop onto a Pohang head. 2 good deliveries from Wanderson. Now they're claiming a penalty again. And again, it's Ho-jae saying that his shirt was being pulled. So let's see if this is reviewed by the VAR official, Mohamed Taki. No. that's the way VAR should work. If there's a matter of doubt over a potential penalty, have a quick look at it. But the operative word being quick, it was very swiftly dealt with, and we move on with the game. Perfect. But Pohang will look to use this last 2 or 3 minutes as a platform to build on now. Trying to get back into the game, but it's almost given away for Shin to run on. Dong Hee was just about there. Powerfully won by Maruyama again. Infringement spotted by the referee against Ho Jae, who's trying to put himself about, at least make his presence felt. Try and unsettle the Kawasaki defenders, who've been very calm and controlled so far. The goalkeeper, I'm going to say his name again for the first time in about half an hour, Rui Yamaguchi, the debut keeper for Kawasaki, has had nothing to do with his hands still. I don't even recall him having to gather across. Very good defensive performance from the visitors. Home fans not giving up on it yet, but they've been robbed of possession here, and it's helped on now for Shin. Can he get a second? He's just challenged at the last. I think it was Obadan. The good through ball from Yuki. Now Wonderson looking to go the other direction. Cross steps Yuki with the challenge. You would think now in the final half hour that there are going to be more and more opportunities like that last break for Kawasaki Frontale. Pohang will have to take risks, throw players forward, and that will open up space. Legs starting to tire as well. Now the header on for Ho Jae, running through. Can he get a shot away? He cuts it back. What an opportunity! And running in, it's Jong-won. Doesn't hit it cleanly. Comes out now and just over the bar from Obadan. That's their best chance of the game. Obadan running onto it, had time to set himself up. After the initial header was won by Juninho on for Ho Jae. He did well to hold it up and not just panic and go for goal. Running in to strike it was Jong-won initially, and then Obadan. Hit it well, he thought it was in, didn't he, as he began to wheel away, and it was not far out at all. Very good technique. Hit it firmly. Just a little too high though, and this is the kind of counter-attack that I was talking about. Sota can send it inside. Marcinho helps it on. Isuto, and it's just too close to the goalkeeper, but this game has got more goals in it. Kawasaki will want to try and kill it off. The captain Yasuto Makizaka sending it too close to Injae. How much space there is now, though, in midfield. We've not had that until now, because both teams are tiring, and the legs, tired legs mean more space. Generally happens around this time of any game. It's nicely poised now for the final 25 minutes. Pohang have shown moments of threat in the last few. Kawasaki playing towards their fans. They want to get that second goal and finish this game off. Ito steps in to send it out for the throw. Obadan turns away from pressure, but gives the ball away. He was fouled as he did so, though. That's good refereeing by Nazaruddin, because Initially, Obadan looked like he was going to keep possession. He was being held, clearly, by Yasuto. The ref tried to allow advantage. Had a good game, the official. His big decision was the sending off in the first half of Tamites. I don't think the Australian can really complain too much. It was a silly, very petulant reaction when he was already on a yellow. Now, here's Wanderson winning it, getting away initially from Ito. Step inside to find Jong-woo. On now for Juninho. He wanted to shoot, which would have been rather ambitious from that far out. Keeps the ball moving. Obadan. Chong-won. Good defensive organisation from Kawasaki, forcing Pohang back. More risky pass out to Obadan. Has to be careful, and he does so well to turn away from the challenge of Yasuto. Continues to move forward, the Brazilian. On to Wanderson. Inside for Jong-woo, but that's a poor touch, and they could break now. Kawasaki. Good pass forward from Yuki. Senior didn't quite have the speed to run onto it. Threatening moment, though. Showing a good range of passing today, Yuki Yamamoto. Thread that one through as well. Obadan becoming more of a force in the game. As Pohang chase the equaliser here. Won by Maruyama. Here's Yuki. The game just calming down after a bit of a back and forth, fairly frantic 10 minutes or so. Kawasaki will be happy just to get a bit more controlled. In possession. And now forward for the run of Yasuto. His cross might reach Marcinho, it also might reach Yuki. Shin couldn't turn on it, Obadan can bring it away. All sorts of space there in the Pohang defence. Wanderson trying to turn now. No foul. One powerfully by Sasaki into the area. And it's Yasuto to make it 2-0. And that will be surely the 3 points for Kawasaki Frontale. And it had been coming. The captain with his first goal of the campaign. Not the most impressive celebration, but he can afford to be all smiles about it in front of the travelling fans. I hope he's not hurt himself as he tried to join the visiting fans, but he put it away well. The pain will certainly be eased by the goal. Wanderson was well dispossessed by Sasaki. Just felt that Wanderson was looking for a foul, but Sasaki just stood there. Then excellent layoff from Shin. First touch was perfect. Look at this. Right into the stride of his captain. Might have been a slight hand on it from Injay, but he couldn't keep it out. And Yasuto Wakizaka has the goal that sends Shigetoshi Hasebe into a celebration. This was the celebration of the goal scorer. You might not try that again. Celebrate with your teammates. The third change made Fourth change, in fact, excuse me. As Kim Yong-woo is replaced. And on comes Han Chan-hee. Should be a straight swap in midfield. But it all looks like a bit of a forlorn task now for Pohang Steelers. Down two, down a man. Less than 20 minutes to go. Kawasaki Frontale with a goal in each half through their forward line. First Shin, secondly Yasuto. They're looking very good now. They're on the attack again, and it's Sota. Cuts it back looking for Shin. Cleared as far as Marcinho. Out to the edge of the area for Sasaki. And now the cross coming in. Dangerously from Yasuto, but well held by Injay. First goal of the AFC Champions League Elite campaign for the captain Yasuto. Recently returned from injury. He played in the first two games and then had to sit out for a while. Got a couple last season, both in the same game against Pathum United. He is a regular goal scorer from his attacking midfield or support striker role. And there might be more for them, you feel. Marcinho now. What support has he got? Back for Marcinho. Still Ito in support. And Yuki, the cross comes in and it's stabbed in! And it is a third goal for Kawahara. They're running riot now. Kawasaki Frontale are going to fly through to the knockout stages in style. A 3-0 lead, 2 goals in 5 minutes. And it's the substitute So Kawahara who is all smiles. After a really well put away goal, making the run to the near post. See him loitering on the edge of the box now, and then when the cross comes, he makes his run. There he is, attacking the space. That's what strikers are taught to do. Got in front of the defender, and that's an excellent finish as well. Nothing at all that Injay could do. Again, Yuki Yamamoto showing his passing ability. Lovely ball teased into the area. Just inviting someone to attack it. Kawahara was there. Good run across the defender. Good finish. And no doubt now about the outcome. They are cruising to victory. And they can prepare a double change now. All very comfortable. Oh, they can prepare it, but they aren't going to have the change yet. Yasuto and Ito were ready to come off. But the referee restarted the game, so they've got to run back and get back in the action. It's Hinata Yamauchi and Patrick Verhon who are getting ready to come on, but not yet. Here's a response from Pohang, is it? Good challenge coming across from Sasaki to block the attempt of Pohang. Park Chan-hong, who's just appeared. And now we're going to have the changes. be the final one as well for the visitors, for the home team, I should say. Yasuto and Ito go off. Yamaguchi and Patrick Verhon are on. Kuna coming in now. Played back across by Wonderson. Travels a long way. Juninho with the try. It's still not clear as Obadan tries to pick it up. Teased into the box by Dong Hee. Comes back to Obadan. Still Obadan. Another block. And now Wonderson. Back for Obadan. Pohang trying to at least get a consolation here. Into the area, shot on the turn. Finally, it's an effort on target, a weak one though. Played in by Chan Hee and easily gathered. One of the substitutes, and Chan Hee, finally getting a shot on target for Pohang. And Louis Yamaguchi has his first save to make for Kawasaki on his debut. Comfortable one. Three-goal lead stays intact. Now here is that final change for the home team, and it's the end of the debut for Juninho. He'll be replaced for the final stages by Kim Byom-soo. And that is the fifth and last change for Pohang. Patrick Verhon making his presence felt, the substitute, getting the challenge in there. Another of the Brazilians in the Kawasaki squad. Only 20 years of age. There's going to be possibly a card here for Dong Hee as he pulled back Shin. And who's open, got the ball rolling just before half-time, and he then was involved innocently in the incident that key moment in the game as Jonathan Aspropo-Tamitis got himself sent off. Shin being the player that he fouled. There's not really been much of a route back into this game for Pohang since then. Kawasaki have largely been in control. Here they come again. Sota challenged by the substitute, Byom-soo. Sort of felt it. I think it was the landing more than the challenge itself. And another change for Kawasaki, and it is the opening goal scorer Shin Yamada who makes way. Fine performance from him. Got the opener, as I mentioned, then drew the red card, if you like, for Aspropo-Tamitis, then the assist for the second goal as well, laying off perfectly for Yasuto to score. And now he gets a break for the final few minutes with Ederson replacing him. It's 4 changes made now by Kawasaki. Rolling their way to victory here. I feel they could add more if they really want to push it. It will allow them, of course, to have a nice, comfortable matchday 8 at home against Central Coast Mariners. That one will be. Central Coast at the bottom of the table, already eliminated a make it even easier for Kawasaki. They can continue to rotate the squad, knowing they're through to the next stage and knowing that they should have enough at home to overcome Central Coast anyway. See how high they can finish. They could well be group winners. Only 1 point off the top coming into this set of games. Of course, that matters because the higher you finish, the easier, theoretically, your route through the knockout stages will be. There's a big difference between playing a team like, say, Persepolis or Al Gharafa in the round of 16 and Al Hilal or Al Ali. Kawasaki want to play those heavyweights as late as possible. Putting more pressure on here. Berhon deflecting it behind. It's a new forward line for Kawasaki with the substitutions they made. The front three, Yamauchi, Patrick Verhoeven and Erison, all fresh on the field, and they'll want to make an impact. And here's the one who stayed on, Marcinho. On now for Yamauchi and wide for Sota. He's held up by Yomsu. Erison again now, will drive inside, goes for goal. Straight at Injay. Shots on target in the game for Kawasaki, only one from Pohang, and that is a fair indication of how this game has gone. The first 20 minutes were controlled in terms of possession by Pohang. Never really threatened though. Kawasaki just settling themselves into the game, soaking up whatever pressure there was, and gradually becoming more of an attacking force, and that's the way the game has gone ever since that midway point, roughly, of the first half. Both teams begin their league campaigns this weekend. Pohang will be back here at the Steelyard, the opening game in the Korean top flight against Daejeon. Kawasaki with possession again through Yamauchi. Patrick Verhoeven. It's all rather easy now, isn't it? Olé football, which the visiting fans are enjoying. Possession breaks down now. Kawasaki will also be at home at the weekend. On Saturday they start their J-League campaign with a visit from Nagoya Grampus. They're going to make their final change here now. Will be an introduction of Ten Miyagi. Making way is Marcinho. So another bit of freshening up for the forward line. Miyagi will have around 5 minutes of action. Yuki getting involved involved, and Edison as well winning it. No free kick given, the referee letting things go. Here's Ho-Jae battling away. Dispossessed, Wanderson steps in. He's certainly going flying there, that's offside surely. Goes up now. And they take it quickly, they want more, Kawasaki. There's no sense that they're just shutting up shop. There's a good pass, Sota cutting it back. It's behind in the end for the corner. Pohang defenders not appreciating having to sprint back in the 87th minute when they're 3-0 down. But Sota Miura is just a constant threat down the left. Again getting forward, full-back. So the corner to be taken by Yuki, whose cross it was that led to the third goal. Pushing and shoving in the area, eventually Yuki can play it in, out to the edge of the area for Kawahara, who's already scored. He gives it back now for Sota. Decent ball to the far post. Put back in, and is it 4? It is! And I think it's Erison whose header powers past the dive of Injae. And Erison off the bench to round off a superb evening for Kawasaki Frontale. The Brazilian gets his first goal of the campaign. It was well played back across goal by Maruyama. Injae probably should have saved it, but he couldn't keep it out. It bounced awkwardly in front of him. He could only palm it into the net. And Erison runs away in celebration. What is that all about? Who knows? His teammates, no doubt. Making his mark. Erison off the mark in this campaign now. They want 5. They keep going. Really making a statement here. Here is Patrick Verhoorn. Can't feed it inside. We're in the final minute now of added time, and these home players just want the final whistle. Pohang, it's been a tough evening for them. They've got more work to do though, as Yamauchi was making a run. It's broken up. Here's Byomsu. Fouled. Well, that breaks a long drought for Erison. He'll be delighted with that goal. First time he's scored since early October. Struggled in the domestic league as well as failing to score in the AFC Champions League Elite until now. So maybe that will get him up and running. And what a debut this has been for the new coach, Shigetoshi Hasebe. Couldn't have asked for any more. As long as his team could just keep their clean sheet from here, that will be the perfect ending. Pohang would have to conjure a goal from somewhere, so they've got something to take from the game. Doesn't look likely though. They've only had one shot on target. That was a tame one as well. Now there's a good run though from Wanderson, broken up though. Erison, the latest goal scorer. That's an ugly hack. What colour's the card going to be? It's a yellow. Could have been more for Dong-hee. It was born of frustration from the substitute. A yellow and a half, this. Absolute hack. With no intention of playing the ball from behind. Dangerous, reckless. If it had been a straight red, he would have had no arguments. refereeing from Nasaruddin on this occasion. But the frustration of Pohang Steelers very evident in that swipe at the ankles by Lee Dong-hee. As I was saying though, what perfect start for Shigetoshi Hasebe. A new coach, very first game, a tough away game against a team who had won at home 100% in the first 3 games of the competition. Not only winning, but winning in real style. 4-0. Let's see though, Byung-soo might try and conjure a consolation, but nothing like that. Yuki wins it. Yamauchi trying to advance. In the end, Yamauchi with the foul. But yeah, away from home, coaching debut, win 4-0, advance through to the knockout stages. Could not be better. There's the ball in from Wanderson. More good work from Kota Takai. He and Maruyama have been excellent at the back. They really have shown why they've got the best defensive record in this eastern region. Still only 4 goals conceded in 7 games now, assuming they keep it that way for the next couple of minutes. So we'll have to see the other results in the group. Other games going on now. Including tomorrow with a couple more. But it could make things tricky for Pohang to advance. They're currently 2 points clear of 9th place, which is cut off. Certainly not going to qualify for the knockout stages this round, so it will all come down to match day 8. That's next week, when they have a trip to Johor. Still trying to keep going over that, trying to salvage something from the game. Johor, the opponents next for Pohang, have already leapfrogged them. They won earlier today against Central Coast Mariners, so they're now on 11 points. See, depending on how other things go, Pohang could well have to win that game to advance away from home at Johor, who will also need a point. This is to be an exciting final match day. This match day is done. A resounding win for Kawasaki Frontale. The first half hour or so was closely contested. Then it went decisively in the visitors' favour. The opening goal coming from Shin Yamada just before half-time. Then the red card almost immediately for Jonathan Aspropontamites reduced the host to 10 men. That really told. After the break, a second goal for Yasuto, quickly followed by a third for Kawahara. And then just to finish it off in the last few minutes, a header from Erison, putting more gloss on this scoreline. Perfect debut for the new coach, Shigetoshi Hasebe. And Kawasaki Frontale have confirmed they will advance into the knockout stages of the AFC Champions League Elite. Congratulations to them. For Pohang Steelers, it will all go down to that final day. So a great day for the visitors from Japan. They are through. The hosts will have to wait and see. And they'll have to improve next week as well. As this one finishes, Pohang Steelers 0, Kawasaki Frontale 4.
いきます。山田選手のゴールでリーグステージ突破を決めました、まずはリーグステージ突破と今日の勝利について今の気持ちを聞かせてください。
今年初の公式戦でしたけど、もうアウェーですけど、アップの時からサポーターが非常に声出して背中を押してくれましたし、笑顔で帰りたかったので、変わってて決勝トーナメントを決めれてほっとしてます。
またゴールはクロスからのゴールでした。ゴールシーンについて振り返っていただけますか。